Hey guys, David here. Welcome to Digital Outlook, where you're gonna find the best community in all of crypto. In today's video, even a little can be a lot. So guys, without further ado, why don't we get to it? Well guys, one of the questions that gets asked practically daily, and you can go into the comments and see this for yourself, is how much XRP do I need to have? And of course, the question there is really how much XRP would I need to be rich or see life-changing gains, become a millionaire, all that kind of stuff. Well guys, you have heard me in past videos say my beliefs about what XRP could hit in this next bull run. Now, I genuinely believe we could see a high two-figure or three-figure XRP. So now when you think about that, just figure out if XRP, let's say, was $100. Let's say XRP hit $100. How much would a person need to hold in order to become a millionaire? Well, that's pretty easy, right? It's 10,000 XRP at $100 would bring someone to a point where they had $1 million worth of XRP. Now, the real question is this, guys: how long would it take to get there, right? And how would it actually achieve that? Now, in answering that question, we got to take a look at a number of different factors. Number one, what about the utility of XRP? Well, I think the utility of XRP is probably one of the best use cases that you can find in this entire digital asset space. I mean, we're talking about the abolition or resolving that nostro-vostro problem of liquidity. And when you think of cross-border payments and the speed at which they can actually take place using XRP, and the on-demand liquidity that a lot of banks have already come out and said, hey, we're going to be using ODL for our cross-border payments because of its inexpensive, the fee structure, the efficiency, the speed, you name it. And think about this. Since 2013, 72 million ledgers have been closed on the XRP ledger. Not one mistake. Absolutely mesmerizing. So utility obviously is going to be the major driving force. Now, when you have that utility, you need something else: application, right? So guys, when you think about that, who's out there building the biggest level of infrastructure for this new digital economy and central bank digital currencies, and the rails between the bridge assets that's going to flow between these central bank digital currencies? Yep, you guessed it, it is Ripple. Ripple is out there in a phenomenal way, literally creating the infrastructure for this new global digital system, building central bank digital currencies around the world with nation states working on the digital pound foundation, the digital dollar foundation. Look, recently we just saw that Montenegro is looking to Ripple to help with their development of their CBDC, along with a multiplicity of countries around the world. And when you're talking about the utilization of XRP in that process, it's not the central bank digital currencies. They are not being used to create XRP is not being used to substitute CBDCs. Guys, it is the bridge asset between those CBDCs. So with utility, you gotta have application. Now, when you think about application, what else do you need? You need implementation. Look guys, we just saw the UAE release their central bank digital currency. The Bank of England came out and they said, hey, here's our roadmap for the release of our central bank digital currency. Jerome Powell coming up there for the Federal Reserve, talking about their white paper and the implementation of their central bank digital currencies. And you literally can go and look up central bank digital trackers that will show you every country in the world and their readiness to implement central bank digital currencies. So guys, when that happens, that's when I think you're going to see a big absolute blow off when it comes to the utilization, application, and implementation of XRP and the XRPL and how it's going to work with on-demand liquidity, and I believe that that is going to be a major catalyst for price appreciation. But on top of that, there's other factors involved when you're talking about the when question. Well, we know that this case with the SEC is a big driver. Now think of this. In December of 2020, the SEC brought their lawsuit against Ripple. What happened to the price of XRP? Wow, it just crashed right down to that 17.48 cent price mark, didn't it? 4 months later, guys, after majority of US exchanges had delisted XRP and it was taken out of the world's largest economy in terms of market, exposure, and with an SEC lawsuit on it, what did it do? Went to $1.97. That was an 1,100% return. Just imagine in 4 months. Now, we just saw what happened with the library case, right? Library themselves got slapped with a heavy-duty fine for selling an unregistered security, but the asset itself, the secondary market for library token, nope. Not a security. What happened to the price of the library token? 155%, bang, in 1 day, just like that. Well, I'm telling you what, when this case gets resolved between Ripple and the SEC, even if Ripple had to pay a fine, which by the way, they have full coffers and they're able to pay it. But guys, I think that they're actually going to win this one. But needless to say, even under that circumstance, you're going to see XRP and the secondary market, not a security, absolutely not a security. And I'll tell you what, that alone could cause the price of XRP, and there's a lot of people out there that are projecting this, cause the price of XRP to potentially go to $10. That is major. Now, answering the question about how much XRP one needs to hold. Well, guys, think about it like this, because there are folks out there that really do believe that XRP is going to see 4 figures and perhaps even 5. Well, if XRP, right, was going to hit 4 figures and one XRP was worth minimum $1,000, what would you need to hold? You'd need to hold 1,000 XRP. But guys, hey, I'm not saying that XRP can't hit that. I'm not saying it can't hit it, but it's how long would it take to hit it? Because it may not be in this next bull cycle. It could be in the one after that or whatever. And in fact, in terms of that, I actually don't believe. I think this will be the last major bull run. And why do I believe that? Guys, I believe that because I think after this, we are going to see massive institutional adoption with the implementation of the ISO 222 messaging standard, the release, like we just talked about, of central banks' digital currencies, the resolving of the Nostro-Vostro issue and ODL, and you're going to get this big pile-on of institutional adoption. And another thing, institutional custody, and that's going to be major as well. And what I think is going to happen there is you're going to see a big drop right in the risk. Why? Because now that you got all this utilization and institutional adoption and you got all that going on, well, the risk level is way down. Now, in terms of price, I think the price of XRP, due to its unique characteristics and property, especially if it's the only digital asset out there with major legal clarity, telling you what, I think the price of XRP could eventually hit those high numbers, but it's going to take time, guys. It's going to take time. Yes, they will flip those switches. Yes, they will turn on the new digital system. Yes, it's going to be implemented globally, but it is, in terms of its actual impacts on society, it probably take 2, 3, maybe 4 years even then. So I think that we are going to see larger prices, but it won't be like what we've seen in terms of risk. Things are going to settle down because as risk comes in and settles down, then the reward, right, is not as great. But that doesn't mean that those of us buying now aren't going to see massive appreciation. I think we will. But I think people that are getting in, think about it like this. When you're selling XRP at $100 per XRP, there's got to be someone on the other end of that transaction buying it, right? Guys, they won't see those massive appreciations like what we could potentially see picking it up now under $1. In fact, even under 50 cents. Just imagine like this. We all have our Bitcoin story, right? Imagine buying Bitcoin sub $1. Think of it like that. And think of like how impactful that would be if you were holding on to that Bitcoin and then you decided to sell it now, even in the bear market at $24,000. I'm telling you, thousands upon thousands upon thousands of percent increase in your gains, right? That's what it's going to look like for those of us who had the foresight, in my view, my opinion, to get in now. And look, a little can be a lot, could make a big deal. Now, having said that, if you're buying XRP right now at around that 40-cent mark, and XRP does what eGreg Crypto thinks, where it goes to the high 2 figures, low 3 figures, what kind of return is that, guys? That is a 200x return. We're talking 20,000%. Now, think about this. For those people that are at that price point, buying it at the $100 mark or the high 2 figures in there, and then the price goes to what, $1,000? How much of a return is that, guys? 10x. See the difference? 200x to 10x. It's not that I'm saying XRP cannot hit 4 figures. What I'm saying is, guys, the return, the percentage return is not going to be anywhere near what we're seeing right now. And why is that? Substantial reduction in risk, right? Substantial reduction in risk. So guys, when you're asking that question and you say to yourself, okay, what do I need to hold in XRP? Do I need 1,000 XRP? Am I going to wait until XRP is $1,000 a piece to become that millionaire? Am I buying 10,000 XRP and I'm waiting until I see XRP hit that $100 mark? Or am I going to try and get to 100,000 XRP and watch XRP hit that $10 mark to become that millionaire? And guys, that's all about your risk tolerance. That's about your risk appetite. And that's a question that only you can answer. But I will say this. I really feel like this is such an opportunity in life for me and my family that it is a no-brainer as far as I'm concerned, and I am accumulating. That is at least what I'm doing. That's not financial advice. Hey, you've always heard me say on this channel, look, I can share with you my conviction. I can't give you my conviction. That's where you need to go out and do your own research and come to your own conclusions down the road and make your own decisions there. But either way, guys, I think just being on the very precipice of this new explosion, this fourth industrial revolution, what an exciting a time to be alive and what opportunities lay before us. I'm telling you, man, it is like going out west in the early days and being out there and staking your claim into the new frontier. That's how I look at it, and I can't wait to see you guys in the winner circle. Now guys, I have been getting lots of questions in my inbox about our coaching program. So in a nutshell, what our coaching program is, that's where you and I get to meet together one-on-one over Zoom, and we do that for 1 hour. During that time, I'm sharing with you what our experience was in that last bull run and what enabled Judy and I to actually see some life-changing gains. I share with you mistakes that we made so that you don't have to go out and make those same mistakes. We even work together to develop your exit strategy, and we take a look at your portfolio, make sure it's balanced towards your goals. And in fact, we can even help you get your assets off an exchange and onto a hardware wallet. Now the cost of that is $250, and if that's something that interests you, you write me right there at coaching@thedigitaloutlook.com and we'll get you all booked in. So guys, this is the video I have for you today, and as always, I truly hope that you enjoyed it. Now I want to invite you to join the conversation and drop your comments right down there in the comments section. Open it up to the community and start a discussion. Now, as many of you know, I'm not a financial advisor, and this isn't financial advice, but if you found value in it, if you'd hit that like and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. And hey, if you're one of the thousands of folks who have been watching these videos, but you haven't yet subscribed, would you do the channel a favor and join this community? We'd really love to have you on board. So, in the meantime, and in between time, stay safe, be blessed, and I'll catch you in the next one.